So we move into the November international break ahead of Liverpool, and we are in the seventh position ahead of Liverpool in the table. I like to repeat that, ahead of Liverpool in the table. Of course, you know about their transfer fee. You know all the money they spent. But this video is not about Liverpool. They have their own problems. We have our own problems. So I'm actually also looking at our fixtures after the international break, and I'm looking at our fixtures before the international break, the 5 games before the international break, and the 5 games after the international break. The 5 games before the international break, we had 3 wins and 2 draws. Played teams like Tottenham, played teams like Brighton, played teams like Nottingham Forest away, and also not even away. Nottingham Forest for the last 3 games they've beat us, but they didn't. Nearly though, but they didn't. We've also played teams like what was the other team we played? Liverpool. So, and if you go to the after the international break, we have just 24th November. We have Everton on Monday. By the way, the dates were changed. We have West Ham, we have Crystal Palace, and we have Bournemouth. If this is the trend before the international break, we've seen these teams are teams that over the past years have been a threat to United. We can't seem to get better results other than losses when we're facing these teams. But this season, we actually see winning at Liverpool, drawing at Spurs, drawing at Forest, beating Brighton. You know, you can tell, I mean, you can feel that there's a little bit of change as to how we approach those games. And if that is the trend, then I think we're going to have a good time after the international break. We welcome Everton at Old Trafford. Old Trafford this season, you know the story of Old Trafford. No team will pick any point at Old Trafford this season. So that Everton is a straight win and no debate about that. We've played Bournemouth pre-season. You heard what their coach said about us. You also saw what we did to them. Crystal Palace, I think it's time. Crystal Palace is the other team that I'd like to include in the category of teams that cause uh, uh, normally cause a bad time for Man United. I mean, Crystal Palace, especially Crystal Palace. I think this time it's time to put them in their place. We have very good players, and I feel like we are ready for competition this time. One good signing in January, and we could actually be competing for Europe this season. So let's see how it goes. But what a nice way to go into the international break. Yeah.